lot of people call me and ask me what I'm going to do for the election, and so I thought I'd, you know, kind of go through the ballot with some of my local people that call me up. Okay, so we have straight party voting. We know we never do that. We never ever do that. For president, I will be voting for Gary Johnson. I thought about Ron Paul, writing him in, and I do struggle because I don't really know what's going on with the write-in campaign or how all that works. But if I knew that Ron Paul was going to win if I wrote him in, I'd totally write him in. Okay, and then for Congress, we have the lawyer Bruce, the lawyer Ben, or the abortion freak George, which is not going to happen. I will take Greg Hughes. Besides, Greg Hughes has helped me in a lot of ways. I mean, my ex was trying to charge me with kidnapping, and if it weren't for Greg Hughes, I don't know what would have happened. He helped me with a lot of stuff. For state representative, yeah, I'll be picking Lance Lefferbeer, because I can't stand Todd Taylor. The county offices, that's one of those things that I'll never know until I walk into the booth what I'll do there between Joel and Garth. Brian Gardner, nah, I'll be writing Tim Pugh in. That's Timpugh. I'll have to look up the soil and water conservation people. And then I have to look up these agricultural people too.
Larry Johns and Jerry Zuzi.
For the Supreme Court, I'll be voting no on everyone except Wiggins, and only because they attack Wiggins on TV. For Court of Appeals, I'll be voting no on all of them. For the judges in the 6th District, I'll definitely be voting no. Wish I could vote in a couple other districts, but I can't. For the associate judges, yeah, I will be voting no on those as well. I don't know, I have to kind of look up Deborah. I don't remember. She might be the good one. Not that there's any good ones, but, you know, she might be the fair one. Or that might be Marcia. I'll have to look into those a little more. And no, I don't think that people should be charged for 911 services. It's ridiculous. Just nickel and dime us everywhere you can.
You know, I've done a lot of court watching, gone to court with people around here, seen these judges in action. I've seen Turner just be a pompous ass. I mean, like he was some kind of gift from God. Judge Russell, he ordered a guy, and I saw this divorce decree, and I will attempt to get that video in here. I know I have a copy of it on a video. It's not the clearest, but it states from the mother-in-law that she would rather stab him in the throat with a knife than see his face. And Judge Russell ordered that guy to do visitation at her house. That is no environment for a child. It was volatile. It ended up a mess. And Judge Russell ordered that. When I see people down in the basement at the courthouse, it makes me sick. I see people trying to stand up for themselves, and these attorneys are like, well, you could take a plea, or you could do your self-supervised probation. And I once asked somebody, well, what makes the state the most money? And it's self-supervised probation. So they want to get as many convictions as they can to get as much money as they can from the people who most of the time aren't even guilty of anything. Now, I have to beg people, I mean, are you happy with the way our courts are right now? If you are, vote yes on all of them. If not, vote no. We need to send a message to our judicial system by voting no on these judges.